Hello, I'm Austin Jarrett from Allett Mowers. Thanks so much for watching our YouTube channel. We really do appreciate it. And today we're going to be talking about one of the very latest products that we have in our Evolution series, which is the C34. This is an interchangeable cartridge machine, 34 inches wide, and we have the cylinder in right now, the 8-bladed cylinder, but we have a whole range of cartridges that will go in there, not only to deliver perfect cut, but also to be able to do the other tasks that we need to create amazing sports turf. The key to this product is, of course, that we're now switching to battery drive. We don't see any reason with products like this why we should have noisy engines churning out fumes. We just don't see there's any point of that, because this battery and the brushless electric motors that we're using really are quite extraordinary in what they can deliver. And this is one of 4 batteries that fits into this machine. What does that give us? Well, of course, if you're green and you want to achieve a greener business, then no emissions at point of use is absolutely critical. But don't forget PM 2.5, those small particulates that are generated by petrol engines, which we breathe in and we just don't cough out, and they're really not good for our long-term health or for anybody else around us. Low hand-arm vibrations, because of the nature of the smoothness of electric and the electric motors and how well balanced they are, we're getting so much less hand-arm vibration. And what we're getting from our customers that are using this machine is they're just saying this machine is just so comfortable, and that hand-arm vibration is definitely a major contributor towards that. Combined with low noise, no engines, means that we can use this machine in areas where noise is really important, or at least low noise. So, for example, if you're working in an education environment, close to examination halls, the machine is so quiet that it really does make that big difference. It means I can get on and work with my mowing without having to be concerned about what else am I disturbing within the organisation. Of course, I've got to charge these batteries up, but remember, because I'm not having to store petrol, I've got all the other issues around petrol, whether it be storage, fire risk, going to fetch the fuel, pilferage even. I just don't have that when I'm now using battery as my main source of power. It's cheaper to run. It costs about 40p to charge up these batteries, these 4 batteries, and I can mow pretty much a football pitch with this, and that compares with sort of £2.50 to £4, depending on how much you're paying for your fuel. So there's a considerable cost saving. And although these battery machines are more expensive to buy, you get that money back over the life of the machine just because of the reduction in the energy costs. Other things that are important are the pull cord that we all know and love on the reliable Honda engines that we had, but again, you need the upper body strength, and that just goes. Finally, this battery that we've designed this product around, I can pop this battery into other tools, blowers, hedge cutters, strimmers, long reach saws, all sorts of things, so that I haven't got to justify the cost of these batteries just on the mower that I've bought. I can use it in all the other tools that I've got as well that are just going to make my life easier. And those electric tools are quieter and easier to use than ever before. With no engine, we've got no oil and no fuel. We've talked about that, but don't forget the maintenance charges on those. And just, you know, when you think about a product like this, the majority of the issues that you have are to do with fuel and engines not starting or not running correctly. So again, that all disappears. So I can charge these 4 batteries up in about an hour and a half. That will give me a trigger time of probably about an hour and a half mowing, depending on how much grass and the slopes and how soft the ground is. But imagine if I have a second set of batteries, then I can get those recharging while I'm then using this, and it pretty much gives me continuous mowing. And that's why we decided to go for this interchangeable battery system, or at least one of the main reasons, because if we'd put a battery that was permanently on the machine, we'd have to stop using the machine to plug it in to recharge it. This way, we can take these batteries out, put other batteries in, and carry on mowing. With 2 sets of batteries, I've got a situation where with my hour and a half worth of trigger time, depending on how long the grass is. That's probably 2 hours plus of mowing time by the time I've emptied the grass box and everything. It really does just give me continuous mowing.
Thank you, Austin. So now I'm going to talk to you about the actual handlebars and the controls of the machine. So as part of the actual design process for this new model, we also worked with our Pioneer programme, working with groundsmen from various different sectors. We looked at the actual wideness of the handlebars. Obviously this is 160 kilos of machine, but with only a 12.5 kilo actual down pressure, it makes the machine actually nicely balanced and very easy to manoeuvre with the wide handlebars. We also have injection moulded comfort grips, and with a recess as well, just to allow the bail bars just to sink in, just to give you additional comfort for the actual user. Also with these handle grips, obviously they do reduce the handlebar vibration as well, giving less vibration through to the actual operator themselves. So main power to the machine, we have key switch. Each key as well is bespoke to the actual machine itself. We also have a cylinder speed operation, so we have fast and slow, and that will vary the clip rates as well, along with your forward speed, between 95 and 195 clips per metre. So a really good high clip rate there, giving you a very fine finish. Also, when you are using other cartridges in the machine, the verti-cutter or the turf rake, this will help you be more or less aggressive as well on the operation. And also if you're in wet conditions as well, you can adjust how that throws it into the box more. So again, to vary your clip rate, we have a forward speed as well of 1 to 6, giving you a maximum speed of 4.7 mile an hour. We have a dead man button just before we actually have the cylinder engagement. So we press and hold the dead man lever, bring in the bail bar, and that will bring in the cylinder engagement. As soon as we let go of any of the bail bars, the machine will come to a stop. The rear bail bar, we bring that in, that will engage the forward drive. And we also have a half speed button as well, which gives you benefits of productivity and comfort. So when we are coming to the end of a run, we can press that half speed button in just by using our thumb. That will slow the forward speed down by half. Once you've made your manoeuvre, you're back on your straight, press that button again, it will pick up your previous speed settings. So it keeps the operator's hands on comfortably on the machine without trying to slow down with the forward speed setting. So on this mower we also have a parking brake which locks the rear roller. So for when the machine is being transported on a trailer or if we're parking it on a slope. We also have extendable handlebars as well to adjust for comfort of user or different height of operator. And also at the bottom of the mower we also have a pivotable handlebar system. The interchangeability of this mower really does make it a flexible machine, especially when you start looking at the cylinder options and also the other cultivating options as well. So we have a 6 blade and we also have an 8 blade. So with the 6 blade you're getting 70 to 140 clips per metre. With the 8 blade that we've got in the unit now, we're getting 95 to 195 clips per metre. So the cultivating options, we also have a verti-cut unit, we have a sorrel roller, we have a springtime turf rake, and we also have a powered brush unit as well. So a really good range there depending on what cultivating options you have. So one machine will basically do all options. So reducing your costs for grounds maintenance and just giving you a lot more flexibility as well for your ground. So very easy to interchange these cartridge systems. We just have the hand wheel on the side, which we unscrew. That cartridge will then slide out along the bars and you can lift it straight out of the machine. So no tools involved in the actual adjustment or removing of that cartridge unit itself. Also with the interchangeable cartridges, it makes it very easy for servicing. So you can literally remove the cartridge itself, send that away to your dealer for servicing. Alternatively, we also have a backlapping option as well, if that's something that you do with on site. So usually with the backlapping, you take the covers off, adapt a motor or reroute the actual belt system for the drive. But with this option, it's very simple. We turn the machine on, we plug the device into the back of the machine in a port, and then very easily we just press a button on the controller and that reverses the cylinder at 300 RPM. As soon as we let go of the button, it switches the drive off. So very easy and safe as well for the operator. So you can tilt the machine back, apply your backlapping pace with one hand, and then pressing the button to reverse the drive in the other, making it a very simple operation. The height of cut on this mower is 8mm to 55mm, so giving you a very good varied height adjustment, especially when you are doing the cultivating options as well. So we've got a 90mm diameter front roller, and very easily, without the need for any tools, we literally turn these quick click adjusters. Each click on there is 0.2 mm adjustment, and that raises and lowers your front roller. So adjust both sides evenly, each click on there, 0.2 mm. So very simple just to make that adjustment. The machine's also nicely balanced, so when you are setting the machine with your height bar, you just tilt the machine back and it will stay there in the position. So enough room to get your height bar underneath and make your adjustments to the height of cut.
Thanks, Steve. Now let's look at the rear roller. This is a really important part of the machine, and we spend a lot of time and effort on this. The rear roller on this machine is exactly 34 inches wide, the same as the width of cut. It's a really heavy duty steel rear roller, and what we do is we coat that in rubber. The reason we coat it in rubber is that it gives really good traction, and that's good traction on grass, so you can mow up quite steep slopes. But also if you need to move the machine around on ramps, then that again works really well, gives good traction. And it's really lovely and quiet when you're moving this machine around on hard surfaces. Inside that rear roller though is absolutely key to the performance of this product. The roller of course creates those fantastic Allett stripes which we're so well known for, but that's not enough. This roller is split into 3 separate pieces, and each one of those pieces is driven via a differential. So there's 2 differential systems built into this. The center roller is driven, and then this allows us, when we turn, we keep drive going to all 3 sections, but they are able to travel at different speeds. And why is that important? That's because at those high traffic areas where you're turning around at the ends, it just doesn't scuff the turf like it would do, certainly if it was a 1-piece, or even as some of our competitors do where they just use a 2-piece roller. The gears inside there are really heavy duty to give a long life, and the other reason that we have the differential of course is that when you want to keep a straight line, you need all 3 sections of that roller all pushing in the same direction, but we can still make slight variations as we're going along.
So as previously mentioned, this is our interchangeable cartridge system. It's very easy just to remove and interchange a new cartridge into the machine. So we start by unscrewing the hand wheel on the side. We then have a kickstand at the rear of the machine, just to stop the machine from tipping back when we take that weight from the front of the machine. Slide the unit out of engagement. So I'm now going to put the turf rake into the mower. So we've got 2 guide rails, and we locate those onto the profile onto the cartridges. We then have a drive coupling which engages onto the actual mower itself, so we need to make sure they're in line. Slide the unit over, and then we just lock the hand wheel back up, and we just do that hand tight just to secure the cartridge. So the turf rake is our most popular cartridge, ideal for cleaning debris up after a game, also ideal for removing thatch as well. And there are other videos available which show you how this cartridge works in more detail.
Thank you so much for watching our video about this new generation of Evolution machines from Allett. If it's really important to you, like it is to us, that the environment comes first, operator comfort is so important for their long working days, then you need to look more closely at the C34 and all it has to offer with its complete turf range cartridge system. Thanks very much, and you'll see more details at www.allett.co.uk.